having me. It's always nice to have this opportunity to say thank you in person for the continued support of our Avon Lake City Fund, and also to give kind of an update of what we've been doing, not only with the money, but also without the money, just some other things that we have going on as well. So I think a lot of people don't realize, we're a food pantry, but we also provide significant amount of financial assistance, which is what we use the Avon Lake City Fund for. We have for several years helped with the Learwood 8th grade trip to Washington, D.C. It's usually through a grant through the Learwood PTA. In the last few years, the travel company that Learwood is using has actually donated 4 full scholarships to kids too, and so they entrust CRS to work with those families and divide up the money accordingly. And the reason I thought it was important to bring this up this year is because this last year we helped 22 kids go on that trip, and that otherwise may not have been able to go. Farmers markets, we'll be continuing our farmers markets program this summer. We do that twofold. We do them in our parking lot 3 times a year through Second Harvest Food Bank. That is more of a self-contained 11:30 to 1 kind of event, but we also have a partnership with the farmers market that is at the UCC Church, where we've worked out a voucher system, so we can give our clients vouchers. They can go over there and spend those vouchers for fresh produce. So we're always kind of looking for new ways to interject healthy eating ideas into the pantry. A total of 280 unduplicated families last year were served in Avon Lake. 122 seniors, 275 adults, and 269 children. The majority of our services are food pantry, 4,240 times we packed groceries.
I don't have a question, I have a comment. I just want to thank you for helping the residents here, but also the residents that we're involved with the sewer separation project. A lot of other residents aren't aware of it, that you actually qualify and help some of the residents that really need some assistance, and I thank you for that.
No, I'm just very pleased. We have a very positive working relationship with CRS, so I know anyone in the community who goes there feels welcomed, and they've just been a tremendous asset for the city for a long time. And once you finally get into your new location, I think you may see some additional customers, because some people will be able to find the place.
As we went through what has already been passed, way back to 2013, 2016, on and on, we noticed that there were some papers and some forms that needed to be updated. If you open up your packet, you'll see where it says improvements, chapter 727. It's the actual second page in your packet. There are steps there from 1 through 12 that are based on the Ohio Revised Code as to how the assessment process will take place for those property owners who do not comply at their deadline dates. You'll notice that there are 3 dates at the bottom of the page, in the bottom section, that are still the old dates of compliance. June 30th, February 1st, okay? And we need to change those dates. We need to bring them up. So those dates need to be changed to bring them up to November 30th, 2018, June 30th, 2019, and November 30th, 2019. We've already passed the legislation. This is simply paperwork. So, and then if you turn the page, you'll see that Barbara Dopp, our former clerk's name, is there. We need to change it to Valerie Rosmarin. Just to review, I'd like to give everybody a little bit of background. At the time that the deadlines come to place, there will be 3 types of property owners that will be non-compliant property owners. The first type are those who are waiting in line. They have a contract in hand. They've made their deposit. They're on a wait list, so there will be a specific date that they've been told. Let's say it's going to be December 20th. December 20th, their project is going to begin. Their project will end January 5th. There's a specific date. If when January 5th comes along, they have not complied, they're going to drop to the 3rd type of responder. The 3rd type of responder are those who choose not to respond, and the very next day the court proceedings will begin. The 2nd type of non-responder are those who are most frail in society, and they will be qualified by CRS, and they are unable to comply with a 10-year loan. And presently, Avon Lake Regional Water is working with a solution. We're working with them on a solution, and within the next 2 months, we will come forward with that solution. But the assessment process for non-compliant property owners is what we spent a lot of time with at the meeting. Thank you.
That's Mr. Wrights.
I just wanted to mention that we have our first shred event of the year this coming Saturday. It is at the pool parking lot. It is from 9 till noon. So this is our spring event, and then we will be scheduling another one in October sometime. So 9 to noon at the pool. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Mayor?
Thank you. On Wednesday, April 25th, the Ohio EPA is holding a public hearing with regard to compliance with the EPA rules and regulations for the NRG power plant located here in Avon Lake. So that's to the Avon Lake Public Library. There has been some concern and some interest on both sides as to what's going to be the outcome of that hearing. So I would encourage people to attend. I believe it's going to be cable videotaped and shown on the cable TV stations after the event, but you can attend and ask questions on your own of the officials and people there.
What time's that happening?
It's at 6 o'clock on the 25th of April, sir, Avon Lake Public Library.